Imagine a coin so ordinary that most people would walk right past it, yet so extraordinary that those who truly understand its hidden potential would hold it like a priceless artifact. The United States of America Jefferson Nickel Liberty 2014D may look like a simple modern 5-cent piece, but beneath that silver glow lies a mystery capable of turning the average person into someone who suddenly realizes they've been holding a sleeping fortune. This is not exaggeration. This is a kind of story that makes collectors lean forward with excitement. There's something magical about a coin that appears common, but carries a secret that only sharp eyes can spot. The 2014 D. Jefferson Nickel has become one of those silent legends, not because of its face value, but because of the rare variations and minting anomalies that can transform it into something astonishing. Most people have no idea that a small flaw, a slight shift, or a faint doubling can elevate a normal coin into a life-changing discovery. The world of coin collecting rewards those who dare to look closer. Picture this: a coin slipping through countless hands, passing from pocket to pocket, never revealing its true strength. The metal may feel cold, but the story it carries burns with potential. Inside the U.S. Mint, machines strike millions of coins every day. But every now and then, one coin escapes the ordinary. When such a coin ends up in your possession, you don't just own a nickel, you own a piece of luck, timing, and history fused into a single object. The beauty of the 2014 D. Jefferson Nickel isn't just its shine or design. It's the mystery of what could be hiding within it. Collectors crave coins that break the pattern, that defy the standard, that whisper hints of rarity. When a coin carries even the slightest unusual mark, when its details look a little different from the rest, its value can jump far beyond imagination. This is where the thrill begins. The moment you realize something in your hand might be far more valuable than anyone expects. People overlook modern coins because they assume only old pieces carry worth. But that belief couldn't be farther from the truth. Value is born from rarity, not age. If your 2014 D nickel carries a unique strike, an unusual shine, or a minting flaw that sets apart, collectors will not hesitate to chase it. They seek what no one else has. They pay for what no one else can find. And they value what the world ignores. There are stories in the coin community of unexpected treasures discovered in pocket change, and the 2014 D. Jefferson Nickel has quickly joined that list of coins that spark curiosity. When collectors talk about rare modern nickels, they mention the possibility of high-grade versions, high-quality surfaces, and rare minting imperfections that appear only once in massive batches. A rare piece can command attention, competition, and prices that rise quickly when demand spikes. Holding such a coin feels different once you know its potential. It transforms from a piece of metal into a symbol of hope that maybe luck chose you. Imagine someone finding a rare variety, posting online, and suddenly receiving offers they never dreamed of. That is the power a rare 2014 D nickel can carry. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible. And that small possibility is what makes people search endlessly. If you have this coin, it deserves respect. Don't spend it unknowingly. Don't toss it aside. Treat it like a silent companion that may be worth more than your mind is ready to believe. Coins like this have shocked collectors before, and they can shock them again. People underestimate the power of a little metal disc until they learn how drastically an unusual detail can shift its value. It's easy to think a 5-cent coin could never be worth much, but the world of numismatics is full of surprises. Your coin might look simple, but all it takes is one rare trait, a doubled element, a misaligned strike, an unusual texture, a high mint state grade, to send collectors into a frenzy. And when interest collides with scarcity, prices can rise faster than anyone expects. So if the Jefferson Nickel Liberty 2014 D is sitting in your drawer or resting quietly in your collection, don't ignore it. Examine it carefully. Appreciate it. Understand that some coins look ordinary but carry extraordinary potential. This coin has become a modern symbol of hidden wealth, a reminder that sometimes the smallest objects hold the greatest surprises. And who knows, maybe the coin in your hand has the power to shift your fortune in ways you never imagined. The moment I picked up that 2011 Jefferson nickel, I felt something strange, almost like the coin wasn't just metal, but a secret waiting to be unlocked. You might think a coin minted in Denver in 2011 is just normal pocket change, but hold on, because what I'm about to tell you might just change the way you look at every coin in your home. And no, I'm not joking, and I'm not saying empty words. If you have a certain type of error hidden on this coin, the value can jump so high that people have literally sold similar mistakes for hundreds, even thousands. And the suspense begins with one simple question. What if your coin is the one collectors are desperately waiting for? Before you even blink, I want you to understand something. When we talk about modern Jefferson Nickels, collectors aren't paying for the year alone. They're paying for the secrets inside the metal. A double die, a full step strike, a struck through grease error, an off-center punch, a clipped planchet. These are not fantasy stories. These are real errors that show up on real coins, and some buyers will fight each other in auctions just to own them. And when that happens, a coin that should be worth 5 cents can turn into a treasure with a price tag that shocks even experienced collectors. Now imagine this. You're sitting at home, scrolling through your drawer, and suddenly you find a 2011 nickel that looks different. Maybe the steps on Monticello are unusually sharp. Maybe the mint mark looks doubled. Maybe the rim feels uneven or the strike is off-center. That moment, that tiny heartbeat, can make the difference between ordinary life and an extraordinary opportunity. Some people ignore coins like this. Some don't check the errors. Some walk past their chance without even realizing it. But those who pay attention, they're the ones who walk away smiling, because they knew what others didn't. The standard weight of a Jefferson nickel is 5.00 grams, and even a slight change in weight can reveal a hidden error. If your coin is lighter, heavier, or oddly struck, don't underestimate it. Error collectors love imperfections. The stranger, the better. And here's where the drama intensifies. Some sellers have taken simple, error-bearing modern nickels and sold them on eBay, Facebook groups, and coin auctions for unbelievable amounts. Not millions, not magic, but definitely enough to shock anyone who never believed a 5-cent coin could become a small storm of profit. Picture this. You list your coin online, expecting nothing. Within hours, messages start hitting your inbox. People asking, is this still available? Or can you show close up to the error? Suddenly you realize something. Collectors know the value before you do. They know the rarity. They know the race to own something unusual. And while you sit there wondering why they're so excited, you start understanding that your coin wasn't just sitting in your drawer. It was waiting for the right moment. Some viewers right now are confused. Some are thinking, why would a 2011 coin be valuable? And that's exactly why most people miss their golden chance. They doubt. They hesitate. They ignore. But the smart ones, the curious ones, the ones who take a moment to inspect, they don't let opportunities slip away. They know that a rare error is like lightning. It strikes unexpectedly, and when it does, you have to be ready to catch it. Let me tell you a dialogue people often repeat. What if my coin is nothing special? But the real question is, what if it is? You have nothing to lose by checking your coin, and everything to win. Every time you tilt the coin under the light, every time you zoom in on the Monticello steps, every time you compare the D mint mark, you're opening a door that others leave closed. You're not being greedy. You're being smart. And in the world of coin collecting, smart people win big. And maybe you're thinking you're not an expert. You don't have fancy tools. You don't know grading. But that's the beauty of it. You don't have to. A rare error doesn't hide forever. It shows itself boldly. A double die shouts. A clip planchet reveals itself instantly. An off-center strike doesn't need introduction. Anyone can see these things. Even you. Even now. Even with that 2011 D nickel sitting quietly in your hand. You might hear people say, coins like these are worthless. Don't listen blindly. People said the same thing about dozens of other coins that later shocked the market. The first person who discovers a hidden value always looks crazy to the world, until the auction results come out. Then suddenly, everyone calls them lucky. But it isn't luck. It's awareness, patience, curiosity. 3 traits that can turn an ordinary moment into a life-changing opportunity. So here's my final message to you. Stop doubting. Stop waiting. Stop thinking someone else will find the treasure. If you have a 2011 D. Jefferson nickel, check it today. Look for errors. Measure the weight. Study the strike. Hold it like something that could be more than just metal. Because maybe it's not just a coin. Maybe it's your ticket to something unexpected. Maybe this tiny piece of history is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And until you check, you'll never know what fortune is quietly calling your name. Imagine holding a simple silver-toned Jefferson nickel, a coin from the United States of America, carrying the proud word liberty and the bold D mint mark. At first glance it seems ordinary, but the moment you feel its weight and look closely at its surface, something inside whispers that this coin carries a secret far bigger than its size. It feels like a quiet treasure pretending to be a regular coin. This nickel carries the spirit of American history in every curve and every shine on its surface. The calm and confident face of Jefferson tells a story of leadership and legacy, while the metal reflects a heritage that has traveled through countless hands. But what truly makes this coin special is not just its design. It is the possibility of hidden rarity. Collectors know that even when millions of coins are created with the same design, not every coin leaves the mint in the same condition. Some receive unusual pressure during striking. Some get a slight shift in lettering. Some show ghost-like doubling, and others develop tiny marks that happen only once in an entire production run. Those small surprises are what makes certain pieces priceless to coin lovers. For many people, this nickel becomes a symbol of unexpected opportunity. It reminds them that fortune does not always arrive in shining bars or grand treasures. Sometimes, it sits quietly in your pocket, unnoticed, waiting for someone with sharp eyes and patience to discover its true worth. That is why coin collectors never stop searching. Although this nickel can be found in everyday circulation, the rare variants, the ones with strange errors, untouched condition, or unique minting traits, are highly desired. When such a piece appears, collectors compete fiercely, and its value rises like a spark catching wind. The excitement around rare coins can transform the simplest discovery into something unforgettable. Stories continue to spread among collectors about special nickels found by chance, in old jars, forgotten drawers, and everyday change. These stories keep the mystery alive and make people look twice at every coin they touch. Each tale adds to the legend of this Jefferson nickel and fuels the desire to find the next hidden gem. Imagine a coin passing from hand to hand for years, unnoticed by everyone, until one day, someone finally sees a tiny imperfection that transforms it. A slightly shifted mark, a softer rim, a ghost-like line. Things so delicate they almost disappear unless you truly look. Yet, once seen, they reveal a completely different level of value. The beauty of collecting lies in the simplicity of discovery. You do not need a huge safe, a famous collection, or great wealth to begin. All you need is your curiosity and awareness. A single unusual detail on this nickel can attract the attention of collectors who appreciate rarity and are willing to value it far beyond expectations. So if you own a Jefferson nickel with that proud D mark, do not rush to give it away as simple change. Take a moment to examine its shine, its edges, its lettering, and its unique character. You may be holding a hidden treasure that deserves more attention than you think. In the world of numismatics, the smallest differences can create the greatest rewards. This silver-shaded Jefferson nickel carries a quiet mystery and remarkable potential, enough to make anyone look closely at their own collection. Who knows? Your coin might hold that rare twist, that unusual beauty, that hidden magic that turns an ordinary moment into something unforgettable.